Hey you guys, how is everyone doing? It's me, Rhonda. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have got a video that I'll be sharing with you on what is in my Bible bag. Yep, I got it all neat and organized, and I thought that I would share it with you today. I know I love to watch videos of what people tote around in their bags, what they use for their quiet time or their evening time, and so anyway, normally this is just like a stack that I carry, but my friend inspired me yesterday because she got a new tote, and I'm all about that kind of stuff. I'm like, send me the link, I need to look. And sure enough, I'm looking, I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks too big, maybe it's not. But and then I had this aha of, Rhonda, you have a tote. You just need to use it. And what I had been doing was storing stickers and washi in it, and I had completely forgot about it until Maria had shown me hers. And so anyway, my wheel started turning, and I started thinking, you know what? I need to be more organized. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put everything that I have, and when you see it, you'll realize, gosh, Rhonda, why weren't you carrying a tote anyway? But anyway, I am going to share with you what I've got in there, what I use, and how I'm spending my quiet time at this season of my life. So if you enjoy videos like that, stick around. I'm sure you will enjoy this. If you are new here, my name is Rhonda. Welcome to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you guys for all the encouragement and support that you give me every time you watch my little videos. And so yeah, let's get started. So first off, this tote is by Everything Mary. I got it off of Amazon, so of course I will be happy to put the link in the comments. And this is what I have in the outside pocket. So yeah, yo, she is a chunky girl. She's heavy. So this is what is in my bag now. The bag itself has nice, sturdy handles, and they just flop over. So what I usually start off with in my quiet time is, of course, prayer. I just talk to God for a few minutes and just kind of open my heart and just kind of settle my mind and get my thought right, get my head right, so that I can receive, wisdom and guidance from His Word. And then I bring out my A5 Traveler's Notebook by Planner Perfect. This is Jezebel. She is a croc leather. The little daisy chain also came from Planner Perfect. And what I have in here is my daily reader and a gratitude journal. I do not use the strings. It's mainly just a leather cover that I kind of keep them tucked in nice and just nice and organized. And I am on June 6th. I love this Bible. I know you guys, I preach about it all the time, but I just love the ease of it. I love the paper in it. I love just having it. I like the way it feels in hand. My gratitude journal is just off of Amazon, and I've just started. Every day I write 3 things I'm thankful for. This is actually what I do first off in the morning, is my gratitude journal. I just open it up, and the first 3 things that come to my mind, I'll write in there. Sometimes it's repetitive because I'm super grateful for a lot of things. Sometimes if I sit too long, so much stuff comes in, and then I'm like, oh, I only have 3 lines. So I usually just will print or write out the first 3 things come to mind. Sometimes it's just my quiet time. Sometimes I'm smelling the fresh coffee. Sometimes if I have the front door open and it's still dark out, I like just the noise of nothing. And I'll say I'm grateful for the noise of nothing. And so it just helps to just set my attitude for gratitude. And so that's what I do. Now, along with this, I have my pouch from my friend Maria, which I love this pouch, you guys. So you can either zip it from up top, which I never do. You can zip it from up top, because what I do is I just unzip it from here, and I have it laid open like this, like either on the desk, the bed, or the chair that I'm sitting in. And I pick out 4 colors because the daily reader is broken up to an Old Testament verse, New Testament verse, a Psalms, and a proverb every day. And so I have picked out 4 colors that I use. So I have my sandy color for my Old Testament. I have the green color for the New Testament. Then I have the pink for the Psalms, and then blue for Proverbs. And then I have a pen because while I don't really take notes in this particular Bible, there's some things that will stand out to me that as I'm studying in my other study Bible that I'll recognize in here, and I'm like, oh, connection, and I'll just either make an underline or a little asterisk by it, just to kind of acknowledge to myself that, oh, I recognize this from something else that I'm doing, and it just ties it together. Now in here, in this little part, I keep this. I don't know why, I have not used it yet, but I keep one in here. It's a whiteout tape. Then I have extras because there is nothing more frustrating to be in the middle of my quiet time and one of my main markers or highlighters will run out. So I always keep an extra brown and an extra green because those are the ones that I use the most, because those are the scriptures that tend to be the longest. The Psalms that they share in the proverb is usually really short, so I haven't had to use a new pink or blue, but this will be my third set going into. So anyway, I have an extra sand and green color, and now these I'll share later, but anyway, these are the highlighters that I use in my journals, but I keep them on hand too, because I do all of this in my quiet time, and that way I'm not having to get up to hustle around and then hustle back, and it just kind of disrupts my thoughts when I have to do that. So that's kind of how I start. So that is my Bible reading time with the Lord in the morning. My cute little bag. I'll try to ask Maria where she got this so I can link it down for you guys if that's something that you're interested in. I also keep two cute little things I got from Hobby Lobby, or no, these are from Michael's, and one has all my cute washies. I try to keep to the theme of boho this year, so it's a lot of neutrals and just very minimal prints or anything like that. I'm talking just, you know, really minimal, but it's mainly the color theme that I'm going for. And then this is all my Christian stickers that I got off of, let's see, I'll just kind of drop them in there. So they just have like little verses on them, and sometimes I feel urged to just stick one in my journal as I'm journaling around. But I got those from that Blessed Bee Boutique I think I shared in my last video, but I will share that again as well. Now, once I'm done with my quiet time, then I go into what I've been really working on is prayer, because I have such a busy mind. I don't know how to slow it down, so I've really been trying to be more intentional in my prayer life and how I'm praying and interceding for others. Y'all, let me just tell you this, because I think you'll get a kick out of it, and it just warms my heart. I have a friend very nearby, and there's a donkey, and every time, and I know she's going through something right now, every time that donkey brays in the morning, I just stop whatever I'm doing and I say a little prayer for her. I just lift her up to the Lord and just say a little prayer, and it's a reminder by that little donkey braying. Now in the morning times he's very busy and he's talking all the morning long, and I'll just keep lifting my friend up, and I know she's going through something, so I just think it's just something that warms my heart every time I hear that donkey. And then I think I'll lift up a prayer, and anyway, so it's little things like that. So I'm really working on my prayer life. So, and this is in the order that I do it, because God comes first above everything. And then I pray for my husband. So this is Stormy O. Martin's book. I've kind of flipped through it a little bit, and just to kind of get a little insight of what's to come. And then I got this little journal from Amazon. It's just a regular old paperage if you're France, but anyway, so that's what I'm going to be writing out, some prayers, because in this book there's some prayers that she prompts you that you can write out, and then once you're done with the book you can just have your journal with you and just use those prayers, because now you've specifically written them out to your husband. So this is what is after my time with God. The one that I've really been working on and praying on is over my children. I have 3 adult children, and so Stormy has a book called Praying Over Your Adult Children. Whoever knew that you go through these seasons when they're little and you just pray that they make it to be an adult and everything's going to be okay, and then they're adults and now it's like, oh, this is a whole nother world. So you got to pray a whole nother way. So this book is really helping me do that. And in the beginning, there's like a rededication prayer that you can kind of write out or talk out over your kids. And I just really am feeling this is helping to ground me and kind of keep me focused on specific things that I want to pray over my kids. And then my wonderful friend Maria just sent me this book called Praying Through the Bible for Your Kids. And y'all, I have to tell you, how God works is crazy amazing, and it blows my mind sometimes, because everything that he has been leading me through is all talking to each other. So she sent me this book, and it kind of runs on the same reading timeline as my daily reader. So while I'm reading the passage in my daily reader, then when I open this up, it has a piece of the scripture that I've read that morning, but now she's kind of showing you how to apply it in praying for your children, where I may have just read completely over it in my daily reader and picked this up, and now she's going, there's the same verse, but yet, Rhonda, look at this. This is how you can apply this to your child. And I went, so it has been such a blessing. And so this is one I'm reading, and I am taking the prayer at the bottom of the right down here, and I'm writing that in my journal, and then I'm inserting my child's name and just kind of doing it like that. I'm going to show you. So this is the journal that I'm using right now. It's got plants on it, y'all. It spoke to me. I put me a little sticker in the front, kind of made it my own, and then I put in Jesus' name in the front, and then amen in the back. So I'm going to fill this journal up with prayers over my children, and which I've pretty much started. I wrote out the rededication prayer. Then there's things that I believe without a doubt that God says about me and my children. And there's forgiveness prayers in the beginning, because you have to walk through forgiveness for yourself in things that you hold on to, and there's also things that you may not even know that you hold in unforgiveness for your children. And I thought, how in the world could a mother or a parent have that? But yet, as she walks you through, you begin to recognize, well, gosh, I didn't even really know that was even that. You know what I mean? It's just sometimes you have a way as a mom to just kind of cover up things and just excuse it, but in reality, it can sit and become a seed of resentment or disappointment or whatever, and you have to let that go, because otherwise you cannot truly pour out the power of prayer if you still have that seeded. So you have to learn how to recognize that. I was blown away by that. So it's just been really helpful, just the first few chapters that I've been reading in. And so I've written out some forgiveness prayers, some things that I've had to forgive of my ex-spouse that I didn't realize was still may have been tied to this, something that I was holding on, maybe a behavior that I may see in my child from my ex-spouse that I didn't really realize I was holding on to until she made me look at it. And so it was just such a nice release to recognize those things and get rid of them. Then I just kind of will just journal a little bit, write down a prayer. So that's what I was telling you. I have these other little highlighters for, is I've chosen to do those in these Bic Dollar Tree highlighter pastel colors, which don't laugh, but I'm almost going to have to panic and go get some more, because this one is running out and these two are running out. And I don't know whether it's because I got them from Dollar Tree, and I know sometimes Dollar Tree has older things that are sent there, so maybe it was just dried out when I was getting it. But I'm like, wait a minute, I just got these and these are looking like they're drying out. I cannot have a moment in my quiet time where I'm going to have a dried out marker. So anyway, side note. And so then I just kind of like to highlight and capitalize some of my, most of the time it's the words of peace, joy, hope, faith, love, all those kind of words just stand out to me. And I just wanted to highlight them just to kind of give a little bit of color in my book. And then the last part is, if I still have time in my morning, is I read a chapter of this book. I'm almost halfway through it. And this has been really good. This is another book by Lisa Turkhurst that, you guys, I've shared her devotionals, how much I really enjoy just the way she thinks, the way she writes. So much similar past in our lives, pasts that have similar things that have happened, and forgiveness and things that we've had to work through. So I'm enjoying reading that book. And so yeah, that is my morning bag, and I do it in that order. First God, then my husband, and then my children, and then I feed into a little bit of myself with my own personal choice of reading. Then I have 3 little sticker books. Lately I haven't been as much into stickers, but when I was cleaning out this, and when I was cleaning out my tote, I came across it. It was all my Jesus stickers and faith stickers that I had in there, so I decided to keep 3 of them that I felt I might use to keep in there, because I have all my other stickers in the other little cute bag. Then I found these at Hobby Lobby, and these are the most beautiful colors. They're metallic, and I will be using those in my journals as I journal for my kids. And always a fingernail file, because who doesn't need one of those when you're sitting there just kind of reading and praying and just picking your nail or whatever, and all of a sudden you got a hangnail and you're like, oh, ah. So anyway, that's the last thing I got in there. So anyway, guys, I will make sure to link the things that I can link below if you find something that you're interested in. Again, this is the tote. It has several other pockets, and this is actually, you guys, a zipper pocket. So you could literally organize it ever how you want. But yep, there she was. And what's a bag without a little hint of camouflage, right? Where are my camo girls at? Yep, camo is my favorite color palette, if you haven't caught on to that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a little comment. I'd love to hear or see what you have in your bag, something that you know, that makes your morning time with God very, very special. And so yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back because I do have a Bible study I am finishing up for y'all. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.